exposedradio.com. I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm sober, so I got to learn how to transition the inebriated TC into the sober TC, so I can actually hold my own against some of these people. But Stella, you said you wanted to pick his brain about ghostwriting.
Yeah, dude, like, seriously, how do you feel about it? You know, in the midst of this whole Drake and Quentin Miller thing, everybody started trying to write him off and everything. Me personally, I never cared for Drake, so I'm just going to put that out there right now. Never cared for him, so it doesn't make or break him in my book.
I think with or without a ghostwriter, Drake is still one of the best rappers, not of all time, but you know, of this era.
Right.
I mean, you gotta, whether it be, you know, Take Care or, you know, anything he's put out before, like, people, I think people don't understand the idea of ghostwriting. Just imagine you hot and you gotta stay hot, but in the midst of you trying to stay hot, you on tour, you know, radio,
somebody
whatever.
Got to pull up the
you
letter.
got somebody that's literally like, and it's not even, most of the time it's not even writing all the bars. They got these reference tracks now and blah blah blah. Like with the ghostwriting joint, like, I think we also have to understand that there's two different types of people in hip hop. You have your rappers and you have your MCs.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter.
I just need you to take a listen to this. Monty, the executive producer around here, and the host of the Talk Lately.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, banji, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right. So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So, Sanithia, can you tell us more about From One Mother's Heart, what the organization is about?
Absolutely. Primarily, the organization is geared towards empowering both women and young girls of all ages. But ultimately, we want to teach the importance of family and the importance of having men in our homes, because that's something that we don't see a lot of. There's a lot of single family homes and a lot of independent women.
Right.
So we want to bring family back.
I love that. Because there are a lot of organizations that empower, single moms. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it is. But to put emphasis on the family unit, because even though you might be a single mom, you still need to be able to work together with that father.
Absolutely.
To still raise. They may not be physically in the home, but you want to encourage them to still be part of it.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. The only thing I didn't learn in school today is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. The only thing I didn't learn in school today is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time to enjoy your TV better, your internet better, and your phone better.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
It doesn't say alleged anywhere in here.
This is the wrong song to play. This topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleaze suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen... Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's
Let me see. Can I, where's the point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. Like cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man he had no venereal diseases. At that point, they watched the porn and engaged in mutual oral compilation, mutual self-gratification, rubbing and massaging each other, play wrestling, licking, and unprotected intercourse. So, look, my question to my 3 people here in my panel, are they trying to say, because that's when they said he got this disease 4 years ago, or virus, HIV, 4 years ago. Are they trying to say that he got it from gay sex? Probably.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it's saying. Consensus of the room is
not all the female prostitutes that he was doing. It was the guy.
Just they interjected this one guy in there.
You know what that is? That's Sheen having a very good publicist. That's
yeah,
what that is.
Partly, but partly this is the guy.
That's the best story you could go out with.
Yeah, right. This is the story that made the rest of these stories explode, basically.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
tell us about Lejean.
All right, first of all, Lejean, you know, born and raised in Jamaica, the whole works. They say once you finish high school, wherever you finish high school, that's where you were raised. So
yes,
finished high school in Jamaica.
Wow.
And came here to the States when I was like 15 going on 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So don't get it twisted. I still have my accent still.
Ah, there it is.
I still have it. That's what I say. So I could switch it on and on, you know, like a light switch.
I
So
love
still have it.
That is so cool. I'm looking at your bio and I see that your birthday is October the 9th. Mine happens to be October the 3rd.
Oh man, we got to celebrate together.
that.
Libras in the building.
Yes. I was like, oh my God. See, that's why.
That's why we vibe.
That's right.
That's why we vibe.
Like
We got a
instantly.
connection.
I was like, all right. See?
Okay.
So we got it.
Libras in the building.
That's right. So Jamaica. So just tell us a little bit about the feel of the type of music.
Well, every time I get asked this question, you know, people want me to dive in and kind of like categorize it, put it in a genre. But for me, it's like, it's hard to really put it in a genre form. Like, hey, it's rap or reggae or whatever, because I grew up on so many different genres.
Yes.
You know, from punk rock, alternative,
Mm-hmm.
reggae, dancehall,
Yeah.
country. So everything is embedded.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to the studio and I'm inspired, everything comes out.
Mm.
And going back to what you were saying about the vibe of my music is just a good vibe, man. Motivation. I like to motivate people and
Mhm.
inspire people. And that's the vibe of it. Good
Yeah.
vibe, good feeling. Kind of like Bob Marley. When you listen to it, you just feel good.
Yeah. That was my mom's favorite artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's mine
she
too.
loved it. Yeah.
Mine too.
I love that. Yeah. And I like that because not categorizing yourself and just putting yourself in a genre
Yeah.
that gives you so much freedom.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Do what you want.
Just make music.
Right.
People like to categorize stuff
Mhm.
because they want to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but for me as a creator, as an artist, I like to just create.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I use my imagination a lot. So I go in the studio, whatever I'm feeling and vibing,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna come out.
Yes.
So if it's rap mixed with country, whatever at the time, it's gonna come out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think people can appreciate that too. You know I do. I had a chance to listen to some of your music and I was
Okay.
like, yeah.
Like it?
I'm feeling.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well, and actually I went on to WFBR 1590 must be the music. Do you
Okay.
know Darling Dina?
Darling Dina.
You might not.
Might not. Yeah.
Yeah. She was playing some of your music on her show.
Oh man, that's dope.
Yes, that's what I wanted
big
to
up,
tell
Big up yourself,
you.
darling. Big up yourself. Big
She
up
was
yourself.
playing and she said she loved your music. 'Cause I
Oh,
said
man.
you were gonna be on my show this week.
Yeah.
And she was like, I love his music. And as soon as I said that, she cranked it.
Oh man.
I was like,
Darlene again, big up yourself. Yeah.
so you gotta check her out. Her show comes on 1590 AM.
Okay.
But we were on that show and we had some of the up and coming radio hosts
Mhm.
on the show. And we kind of did a unity thing and
Okay.
talked and we gave shout outs and I gave you a shout out.
Oh,
I
wow.
did.
Oh,
Yes.
respect. I like
But she already knew you. So I was like, well, all right.
Okay, I'm getting out there then.
That's right.
You know, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. So speaking of which, what do you have coming up that people can look forward to?
All right, currently I have EP.
Mhm.
It's on all the streaming websites. It's on iTunes. It's on Zune, all that stuff. It's on Tidal. So the EP is what I'm kind of pushing right now.
Wow.
And my single, Born a Winner,
Okay.
which is self-titled to the EP, Born a Winner. So
Mhm.
the single that I'm pushing is also called Born a Winner.
Okay.
So that's what I'm on right now, trying to get some videos done and putting some promotional stuff together to get the music out there to the masses.
That's awesome. And I'm sure you got people waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah.
And we claim it.
Uh-huh.
All these people.
They wait,
all
man.
over. They waiting.
Music needs something new. You know, they say it's nothing new under the sun, but
Yeah.
hopefully I could bring, and I know for a fact
Mhm.
that when the masses starting to hear the music,
Yes.
they're gonna love it. You know,
Mhm.
because I'm bringing something new to the table,
Yes.
and they're gonna love it and enjoy it.
I always say too, it's new because it's coming from you.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it could be Thank you. Give it a clap. But yeah, it's new because it's coming from you.
Right.
Nobody's heard your style. Even if you
Exactly.
sing Bob Marley song, it's gonna be your version.
It's gonna be my
because
exactly.
it's coming from
You're right.
you.
You're right. I like that. I'm
So-
gonna take that.
Yes. And you're welcome. But yeah, so I'm excited, inspired by music again. Like I said, I get to meet some awesome people. So just tell me, you already talked to the music that inspires you, but what else inspires you?
Everything. I'm inspired by everything.
Mhm.
You know, I'm inspired by people because we're so multifaceted, and sometimes we kind of like narrow ourselves down. But as it pertains to music, maybe you want to know what kind of music inspires me.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by, first of all, Bob Marley. You know what he stands for with music, and I'm inspired by the new stuff because whatever I hear, I take it in and learn from that. And I'm inspired by the art. I'm inspired by you.
Yes.
You know, I'm here. I like your spirit. I'm like,
Thank
man, you know, I might write a song about my experience.
Yes.
So I'm inspired by life.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't just, I'm not one of those artists because I also create that was really a fan. Like, this guy is my idol.
Yes.
And I idolize him so much. I like what everybody does.
Mhm.
But at the same time, because I'm a creator myself, I
Yes.
kind of like not get too caught up
Mhm.
in being a fan of someone.
Yes.
So that makes me like pick from everybody, you know, be
Yeah.
inspired by everyone.
That makes sense because I can see, yeah, that keeps you open minded, if
Yeah.
you will, not just being
Yeah. Like this is-
pigeonholed to one artist
exactly.
or
This
style.
is my artist, and then you know I end up sounding like that artist. Like,
Right.
hey, this is my artist.
That
So
is so
I'm
true.
just gonna listen to him and him. I'm
Mhm.
inspired by everyone
Yes, that's what keeps it
because I love
fresh.
music.
Yeah,
I love life.
yes, I love music too. We were talking. What show were we talking on, Jabril, when we were saying that music really affects all parts? That might have been on WFBR. That we said how listen, stuff start running together when you
I mean,
doing
hey.
so much. Look, you was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, well, we was talking about like music on the last show about how it gets you motivated. to
Oh,
do
right.
things.
We were talking about spring cleaning.
Yeah.
And if you want to spring clean, throw on a good jam. Well, if you want to clean anyway.
Yeah,
right.
Clean, go to the gym. You're in the gym,
right?
You know, you're gonna throw on some music,
Mhm. Right.
You know, music is it's life.
Yeah.
You know, it's a theme song to life.
Yes.
You know, music is life. It inspires you if you want to do something great. You studying,
Mhm.
like throw on some jazz or whatever you're into,
Yeah.
and get it going. Yeah.
Yeah. What do I like? I like, well, on Sunday morning, it just seems right to play some gospel. Like,
Yeah.
I got to, like, I can't bump nothing else.
Because
it
yeah.
just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Back home, same thing.
Right.
You know.
So, all right. So let's talk about, this is Women's History Month. You have any women in your life that have really impacted you or inspired you? I have to throw that in there because I want to keep it relevant.
sure.
Yes.
You know, you ask any guy, you have any women in your life, first thing they're gonna say is their mother.
Yes.
And of course, I have
Right.
to say moms. You know,
Yeah.
she's a hard worker. You know, mommy, big up yourself. She's a hard worker. You know, single mom, taking care of 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
That inspires me,
Yes.
and to always be there for her kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even working at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I look around, I see all these women. You know, these women nurses just night shift, doing the night shift, tired. And I'm like, man, a lot of them, you listen to their stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of them are single mothers doing it.
Yeah.
And you gotta give it up for women, man. It's because it's not easy, you know.
Yeah.
It's not easy being a single mother. It's not easy being a woman. It's not
a
even being a
woman in
woman, you know, in
general.
general. So, but as far as my inspiration, my mom, she inspires me, man, to keep going and working hard. She's the epitome of hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that how many hats a woman wears, even if you don't have any children.
Mhm.
You're just you're a nurturer, but you wear so many hats. Career, I said, once I leave here, I start another shift.
Yeah.
Because
full-time
my
job.
husband and my kids, I'm like, okay, I'll take this off, this headset on, and put mommy on and wife on. And it's a lot, but we're built for it. I believe every one of us is built for the life that we have to lead. We really do.
Yeah.
We are built with it. So yeah,
You can handle it.
Huh?
You can handle it.
Yeah.
Anything you put your mind to, you could do it.
Yes.
I
believe that.
It can be done.
I believe that. So in the industry, what are some of the obstacles, if you will, that you may have had to encounter, even getting to the point where you are now?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the obstacles?
I feel like nepotism.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about you got to know someone who knows someone, to get where you need to be.
Say that.
It's not about, oh man, I love your music.
Mm-hmm. Or
And
talent.
I love your talent. Let's
Mhm.
let's get you out there.
Yeah.
It's about, I have to be cool with this guy,
Mhm.
and maybe have to pay this guy,
Mhm.
and it's not about the talent.
No. Oh, yeah, we can get on that soapbox all day. This is the Be Inspired radio show, so I never want to put anybody down. But there are some people that I believe, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. How did you get to that spot? And we have some talent. I'm talking about locally,
right?
Even in the Be More area, like talented people that I'm looking like, this person really should be at that level, not somebody who's my husband did this video of what's the rapper? Young Money Thug, somebody.
Young Money Thug.
Young Thug.
Did I
Young
say
Thug.
it?
Young Thug.
Don't laugh, because I don't.
Is it Young Thug?
Yes.
Young Thug.
Oh my God. And he did some kind of freestyle. He was like, yeah.
Oh,
Story over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, can you say something for real? When you going to say some real lyrics? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anybody's a fan. I don't want to offend anybody.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, are we gonna say? And my husband did a meme that said that was like 90s kids listening to him, and then he had the hyenas from Lion King laughing. Because he was so called freestyling. I was like, if you don't put that Dr. Seuss book down and crank out a real sentence, I was like, what?
But that's what sells today. So,
huh?
That's what's out. Sells today.
You like that? What you
now?
for real?
All right, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
But nowadays,
I mean,
it's basically it's like a beat. It's the producers that make his beats that makes him hot.
All right.
So it's not his content actually.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like the media has a big part. Like even with you guys, I understand there's a business behind it and there's a machine that get these guys plays or whatever the case is. And as an artist, I can't tell anybody how to be creative, how to create their own art. But it goes back to the media.
Right.
The media also got to support. If you hear good talent, you got to find a way to help. Because sometimes, you might have a radio show, but you have a, program director.
Right.
And you're like, nah, that ain't how it works.
Right. That is
I understand that part, but maybe you could do it through your Instagram.
Yeah.
Maybe because you own your Instagram, you own your Facebook. Maybe you could help to, promote that artist.
Yes.
To get get that artist out there, because they are really good artists that need to be heard, myself included.
That's right. Lee John needs to be heard, y'all.
I thought of a really great question.
All
So
right.
he brought up that
We gotta get ready to go to break.
All right, so real quick,
all right.
maybe we can do it in the next segment. But have you ever had any encounters where like a song of yours was denied from your record label, maybe?
All right, so we're going to have to get into that when we come back. When we
Okay.
come back, definitely let's get into that, because that's real. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that other artists need to hear about that. So we're going to take the break. When we come back, more with Lee John on the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
So
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I wanted to talk to you about something and oh wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
What does hustle hard mean to you? What does that signify in your life?
That's a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? Like, true story. I was born into a family in a community of hustlers. Now let's get focused right quick, because when people hear the word hustler, they confuse it with con artist or something negative. So they like to call people entrepreneurs, right? But the definition, and I'm paraphrasing, but the definition of hustle is forced movement or to be hurried, right? But we're not talking about just pushing other people. Sometimes you got to push yourself, and that what makes you a hustler. True story. So the thing about it is, like, when it comes to hustling, listen, quick story. I used to go buy juleps a lot, right? And my grandmother used to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket.
Word.
Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand? So the next couple weeks, I saved my money.
Always a hustler.
Listen,
got to love
but think
everybody
about
got
this.
a grandma story like that.
Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking Big Mama went through the Depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it and still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand?
That's so real.
I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle. And a hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's upfront. You're providing a need. You understand? So you're the bridge. If you're a true hustler, you're trying to be the bridge. If somebody's on one side and they need to get the other, you're trying to be the bridge, fill in the gap. So hustling is a lifestyle. It's not something you can do 10 minutes out the day. It has to be something you live.
Word.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
What is it about From One Mother's Heart do you feel will contribute to the community, or how do you envision From One Mother's Heart contributing to the community?
I think that, as we all know, there's not one solution to everything that's going on in the city today. But I think that From One Mother's Heart will bring, it will make a great impact in our community. It will just solve a portion of some of the things that we've been seeing around in the city. It won't solve everything, but just a portion. So I think when we start doing this and we start having stable families, it'll create a little bit more peace.
Right.
A little more, because when people are hopeless, they have nothing to live for and they're not afraid of anything.
No.
So when you have family, something to live for.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back, y'all, on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm gonna hand it over to Jibril.
All right. So, call-in numbers for local callers is 410-702-5657, and the text-in number is 443-7 642-9403. And before we went to the break, I was actually asking Lee John a question about how, has he ever had an incident where one of his tracks was like red tape? You called it red tape?
Yeah,
or bureaucracy. That's the governmental term. Because, I listen to a lot of rappers like J. Cole and everybody has had a track that was like redlined. It was like, nah, this is not a single, so we need you to make something more radio friendly. So have you ever had an incident where one of your tracks was under that?
First of all, I'm not signed to a label.
Oh.
So, and I would like to keep it that way.
Right.
I like to, if possible, God willing, I want to be in partnership with the label, if anything.
Okay.
So these things won't happen.
Mhm.
But as far as being red tape or bureaucracy or whatever the case may be, that comes from the people sometimes.
Okay. Very
because
true.
The people has been bombarded with what they have been bombarded with. So you coming with something different, sometimes they're like hesitant to give you a chance.
Right.
Because they're used to what they're used to coming from the radio.
Right.
So when you're coming with something different, they're kind of like hesitant. I don't know.
Right.
So it's up to me as the artist to try to make them a believer and win them over. But as far as I haven't been. I make what I feel like making.
Okay.
Because that's what I was going to ask. Like, how do we break that cycle? What can we do? Well, I know that radio hosts have influence. I believe that, we can help in that movement. But what else do you think could help? I know media has that impact, but what can help to break that cycle of the brainwashing? I know that might be a question that can't be answered, but what do you feel that can be done? Because it really is.
Good artists supporting good artists.
Okay.
Because strength in numbers. You know what I mean? So if there's enough of us
right
supporting each other, we can get the job done.
Right. Yes.
You know what I mean? But just one person by themselves and we're all scattered everywhere trying to get it done. It's harder. Because the thing about it, when you listen to what's on the radio right now, a lot of these guys, some of them support each other and stick together with the dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish y'all could have seen my face.
They collab, and it's their style. They collab. But as far as the good artists that's out there that want to get great music out to the world, we got to come together and make it happen. And I feel like it could happen that way.
I know, and it's
break down these barriers.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There are barriers that have to be broken down. We got to find a way, and it can be done. Coming together as artists to strengthen each other. We had said too, when I had my interview with some other radio hosts, and we were talking about doing a unity day where we invite people from all backgrounds.
Right.
We're not gonna segment it. We'll have business people there and artists and music artists. Why? Because we can all pull from one another.
Exactly.
An artist there might need the information of a business person, or they need that support. Or you might need a commercial and you need some background music. You guys can collaborate and your music can get out like that.
Yeah.
We talked about that, the support. I think that is key.
Yeah, we have to support and team up to make a difference. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
We have to do that because music is big.
It is.
And a lot of times, people kind of narrow stuff down. Like I'm heavy in African music. I listen to a lot of Afro, people like the Wizkid and Davido that people might not know about. But those guys are making money too. If money is your goal in your drive, those guys are making money, but you don't hear about them.
Right.
And their music is different. And they have a market.
Yeah.
So people tend to want to narrow themselves down and go with what the trend is.
Yeah.
So us as artists that want to be different and trying to break away, we have to believe in ourselves, team up, and hit the road running.
Just put it out there.
Because there's room for us.
It is enough room
Yeah.
for everyone to do. This world is designed that way. There is enough room for all of us to do whatever we are created to do, because there is an audience
Exactly.
waiting for you, assigned to you, if you will. See, then I'm gonna get on my soapbox and start preaching. But there are people, a remnant of people that are assigned to your life, an audience. So you cannot afford not to do what you were called to do.
Yeah, you have to save them.
Yes.
You know, I look at my music. I'm a preacher.
Yes.
With music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm a preacher with music. Can the church say amen? Anyway,
Amen.
I'm a preacher, you know, and I got something to say.
Yes.
And the people that need to hear it, I can't stop. They need to hear it.
Yes, they do.
You know, a friend of mine once told me that sometimes people have been drinking the dirty water so long, you're trying to give them something clean, and they refuse it. But you have to keep going.
Yes.
And that's why me as an artist, who I am as an artist, I got to keep going. I can't change.
Yep.
You know.
I have to look up the scripture. I love quoting it, but dang, we ever go on this. All right. Well, we gotta pay bills, so we gotta go on our break. When we come back, we're gonna finish our conversation. We just having a good time on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on Be Exposed Radio Show with Lejean.
Lejean, your boy.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm sober, so I got to learn how to transition the inebriated TC into the sober TC, so I can actually hold my own against some of these people. But Stella, you said you wanted to pick his brain about ghostwriting.
Yeah, dude, like seriously, how do you feel about it? You know, in the midst of this whole Drake and Quentin Miller thing, everybody started trying to write him off and everything. Me personally, I never cared for Drake, so I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Never cared for him, so it doesn't make or break him in my book.
I think with or without a ghostwriter, Drake is still one of the best rappers, not of all time, but you know, of this era. Right. I mean, you gotta, whether it be, you know, Take Care or, you know, anything he's put out before, like people, I think people don't understand the idea of ghostwriting. Just imagine you hot and you gotta stay hot, but in the midst of you trying to stay hot, you on tour, you on radio.
Somebody
whatever.
Gotta pull up the
you
lever.
got somebody that's literally like, and it's not even, most of the time it's not even writing all the bars. They got these reference tracks now and blah blah blah. Like with the ghostwriting joint, like I think we also have to understand that there's two different types of people in hip hop. You have your rappers and you have your MCs.
Check out Who Got Bars every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Be exposed. Be exposed. radio.com. Okay.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. Robin, you funny. Is that the head bob I should be doing? Hey, everybody. All right, so we're back and listening to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com with your hosts, Miss Be Inspired and
Jabril Morris,
who just got finished yarn. He was like in mid yarn.
Tell people that I was in mid yarn,
but that's because I was like,
he was not supposed to tell people that.
All right, you guys, forget you heard that. I didn't say that. He wasn't yarning. No, he wasn't.
You putting them out there,
right?
They can't even see, but
we be like,
you told them.
we be cutting up over here. All right, so then you have to get me back if I yarn.
All right,
you have to tell everybody.
I got you. I'm be on point with
you. I know you're gonna. Oh, she yarned, everybody. So again, if you're just tuning in, our topic for tonight is inspired by music. Inspired by music. Again, we are live on YouTube. So look up Be Inspired Radio Show, and you can listen to us live there. You can also go to www.beexposedradio.com and click to listen. If you want to call in tonight, you can call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at
443-642-9403.
Okay, so we are getting into it tonight with our very special featured guest, Lee Jean.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been talking about some good stuff about the music industry, about what it is to be an artist, what inspires Lee Jean. And we just been talking about some good stuff. We've been talking about how there's some things, bureaucracy and, how nepotism. That's what you called it. Yeah. Nepotism. You got to know somebody to get to the next level. Right. Got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. That's right. It's crazy how much you got to go through to get where you want to go. Mm-hmm. But you can't let it stop you. Yeah. You cannot let it stop you. You got to keep pushing. Whatever it is, there's enough room
for everybody.
For all of us out there to do what we do. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about some more about you, what inspires you, some of the projects that you have coming up. I know that you're in the industry and there's some other people that are in the industry following in your footsteps and other footsteps. What tips would you give to someone who is looking to pursue a career in music or who are aspiring artists looking to get themselves out there?
Well, I'm still on my journey. I'm not where I want to be at.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can say is you got to believe. First of all, you got to have faith.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a lonely road.
Mm-hmm.
That song is on my EP also. It's a shameless plug. It's a lonely road, man, and filled with a lot of deterrents. A lot of people who don't understand and who don't believe in themselves.
Yes.
So you as an artist that want to get out your art, you got to believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to love it, because there's going to be times where you feel like you want to give up, and go do what everybody else is going, what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Go join that line.
Yes.
But every one of us, we're special and we all have a gift. So I'm not only speaking for artists who want to sing or whatever your dream is. you gotta believe and you gotta have faith
Mm-hmm.
and never give up. Because I've been doing this for a while and I'm not giving up.
Yes.
You know, I'm telling anybody that.
Mhm.
So that's my word to whoever
Mhm.
who's listening. You gotta believe.
Mhm.
Gotta have faith first.
Yes. Do you think that's what sets apart? I guess successful artists, whatever we would think successful is, from those who maybe not make it. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, it's the faith. Steve Jobs said something. He said only a crazy person keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a thin line between being crazy and a genius. Because at first they're gonna think you're crazy, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh man, you're a genius."
Mm-hmm.
Because what's happening is, I've been doing this for a while, and people who know me, they might think that why is he still doing music? Why don't he just give up and just turn over to whatever?
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they might think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But when you make it, that's when they think like a person who don't know me might see me. They see me on TV, they hear me on the radio.
Mhm.
Now they feel like they cannot reach where I am.
Yes.
But you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what separates
Yes.
everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dream and a vision. You gotta vision it first and build on that. Because everything started from a vision.
Yeah.
You know, from the car you drive, someone thought about that. But when you go to school, they tell you not to dream no more.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
And
the
you
truth?
daydreaming. You better get your act together.
It's the real world.
It's the
out
real
here.
world, you know.
That is
It's the real
truth.
world. You gotta, you know. But everything that comes from God, man, it's easy and it's beautiful.
Yes.
And that's why I enjoy music, because it comes easy to me and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm dealing with 9 to 5, I'm telling you,
I feel you.
It's just something about that.
Woo!
You
It
know?
don't. It just. You know,
Yeah.
there are some people who find joy in it, but when you know, without a shadow of a doubt, you have a different purpose.
Yeah.
Really, your job just becomes a means to an end.
Exactly. Right.
Like you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
collect that paper.
You got to
and
work on
do-
your dream.
Yeah, and then just
because like you say, you got a job, right?
Right.
But you're here because you love this.
That's right.
You know, so
right.
you got to spend time. There's nothing wrong with working 9 to 5, but you have to spend time on your dream.
Yes, you do.
You know,
Yeah, I
and
agree with that.
so back to what you said, man. That's my word for anyone who has a dream and want to follow it. You got to believe.
Yes.
And keep grinding.
I think too that type of transparency from an artist is important. Those who get to that level, it does seem unreachable.
Right.
But when they can share and be transparent about their journey, because if you tell the truth, it was not an overnight sensation type of situation.
Yeah,
They
right.
had to put in work to get to that level. It wasn't just, oh, I arrived. But people see the arrival, but they
right.
don't see the trenches
Uh-huh.
and the things you have to go through
Exactly.
to get to that point.
Like I always said, when 50 Cent first came out and he was the hottest thing, you know, a lot of people like, man, 50 Cent, you know, they wanted the lifestyle and the hype, but you don't want to be shot 9 times.
Right. Yes.
It's the same thing with the journey. You know, people want to get to the mountaintop,
Yes.
but they don't want to walk there, you know, but there's a journey in between
Yeah.
that sometimes you don't get to see,
Mhm.
you know, so you got to endure those bruises because, you know, I'm human. I feel like giving up sometimes,
Yes,
but you can't. I
absolutely.
can't when I'm like, I got a purpose, you know.
Yeah, my thing is this. I think that also sets apart successful artists or the longevity of an artist from somebody else is that, you know, going through the process and the trenches and being willing to do so. Because if you're not, I mean, you're not going to make it very far. I'm gonna tell you, you know, you got to be able to endure some, like you said, lonely.
Yeah.
You get to a certain point.
Your girl might leave you. She's like, boy, you gotta get your head out the clouds and get back to this real life.
Yes.
You know.
And my testimony is that my husband is he is a producer. He's a he goes to Towson University for electronic media and film.
Okay.
And so he does videos, commercials. He just won an award. His commercial won for the Maryland Anti-Theft Committee. His radio commercial won. I mean, but the thing about it is there was a point in time when he didn't have a regular 9 to 5. He's a veteran, but he didn't have a regular 9 to 5. And there were people that were judging me like, girl, how can you be supporting this man and he this and he that? And there were a lot of naysayers. But now when they see his hard work, they see, you know, he's accomplishing some things. We're not where we want to be yet. He's not where he wants to be yet, but he has his own company. These are things he would lay the groundwork for.
Right.
And to me, it was worth it to see his growth because he's much happier. See, my thing is, I could have told him to stay working for the post office like he was, but he was miserable.
Yeah.
Well, how would that have impacted me as his wife to tell him to stay there?
Right.
Yeah, because when that depression, when that midlife, when that point in your life, when you feel like there's one thing when you tried everything and it didn't work.
Yes.
And there's one thing when you didn't try and you get to that point in your life and you just like, you're going to work every day. You just work home. You know,
Just
that
existing.
it's,
No
yeah, you just
fulfillment,
existing.
really.
Yeah. It can get depressing.
Yeah.
Because I go to work and I'm like, I can't picture myself doing this for the rest of my life.
Day in, day out.
You telling me I could only have fun when I retire at 70? What am I gonna do at 70?
Right.
If I can retire, you know.
I'm telling
So
you.
I got to give this thing my all.
Yes.
You know.
So I actually have a question. What was your 9 to 5 before you started doing music?
Well, I work at a hospital.
Okay.
You know, as a tech. So I work in a hospital, and that's it. That was it, and a couple other jobs here and there. You know, but the vision was always music.
Okay.
Yeah, it was always music.
At what age was the vision music for you?
That's a good one.
The age,
like when you knew, like you could that
since
urge
high school.
Since high school.
Since high school.
Okay.
I'm always the kid in the class banging on, you know, on the desk, coming up with, you know, and teachers used to always like, Lijon, if you only apply yourself to more to your work and stop, you know, I was that guy, always daydreaming and thinking that, yo, there's a purpose for me, but I don't know what it is yet.
Right.
But I fell in love with music, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, till later on.
You know what's crazy? And we can go on a break in a minute, but I'm gonna say this in the last couple 30 seconds. That the days of old, there used to be teachers like that who would see talent in kids and direct them in the direction that they should go. I'm just saddened because those teachers don't exist anymore. No. It's like they're frustrated with the system, frustrated with the kids. They just there because they got to collect the paycheck, and we're gonna come back after the break and finish our conversation. And again, you guys are listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, "Don't! How dare you? You filthy ass animal! Get the hell out of my house!" It was a problem because it's like clearly you don't remember when I met you. I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all. Because that's a problem for me too. Your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabril just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to like out him and like, what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quack, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It used to be, of course. It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes, that's crazy.
Right?
I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
Literally.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So for those who don't know what the Green Party is, and I'm going to be honest, I've been a resident of Baltimore City forever. I live in Baltimore County now, and I never heard of the Green Party until I was introduced to you.
Yeah.
So what is the Green Party?
Well, the Green Party basically is a political party that's independent outside of the Democratic Party that controls this city, have been controlling this city for 70 years or more. The Green Party is actually a grassroots political system that's basically there to speak for the people, be of the people, and to empower the people, and to fight for policy that's going to better the living of the people of the city. It's been around for quite some time.
Yes.
2000, yes, the Green Party has been here. We have been gaining momentum over the last few recent years, but the Green Party is stationed all over the nation, even in other countries, and we are making impact in those places. Not only there, but we're making impact here. I decided to change from being a Democrat and go to the Green Party because their core values, it really symbolized what a political party is supposed to be doing for the people of the city. So what you're supposed to do is to create policy that's going to enhance, opportunities for the citizens of the city, not ask for them to vote you in. And then when you get there, you have your own personal and political agenda.
And we've seen
and,
that.
And
yeah.
you make plans for the city, but the people are not included in the process. And that's what the grassroots party, the grassroots Green Party, that's what it is. It's a party that speaks for the people. It includes the people, and it fights on behalf of the people.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show. You can hear me on BeExposedRadio.com. We're here with Lejon. Okay,
you okay? You okay? Okay. I'm not even going to do it.
He's going to try to get you back.
It wasn't as bad.
But yeah, so we are back. We're on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. We're gonna play something. Want to play one of your songs? Are we set up for that? Okay. All right. So let's go. You want to set it up? Do we know which one we're doing?
All right. This is my single right here, "Born a Winner," off my EP called "Born a Winner."
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when we come from the break, we're gonna have Lejon just set that, talk a little bit about the song and the inspiration behind it. So you can't move. You gotta stay tuned in. All right.
Stay tuned.
The Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com with
Lejon.
You got to move me out. No, I set myself up.
The song was so high, it made a speechless.
Gotta turn the AC on.
I know.
Open the window.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned, please.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Being in this industry is definitely hard.
Fact, though.
Even especially when you're a family man.
Fact, though.
Now, and one of the questions, actually, this is a question from one of the listeners.
Fact, though.
How has becoming a father changed your position as an artist on the scene?
Ooh, I think being a dad has put me in a space where I have to recognize, what's really important. Like, don't get me wrong, like the scene is important to me, and being an artist is important. Honestly, like I went back to school, because I'm a dad, and you
got to provide.
And we got to. I mean, the struggle is real for me right now. Like I can't spend as much time as I want to with my kids because the school shit and this. It's kicking my ass, man. I'm trying to be, everything that I need to be. So when it's all said and done, this music and art, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just really want, I guess, myself as an artist and as a father to be cognizant of the things that are happening within the community, and how that also affects me being a dad as well. I know that, if I'm not doing my part in the community, I'm not giving everything that I need in order to be a great dad and a great black man, I'm not going to be able to be successful. I'm not going to be able to be the father that I want to be, and the man that I want to be. So, everything has been put in a perspective.
Check out Who Got Buzz every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, everybody, we're back. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
our co-host, Jabril Morris.
And we are live right now on YouTube. You can look up Be Inspired Radio Show. Go there and listen to us live. You can also go to www.beexposedradio.com and click to listen. We are doing our best to provide several ways for you to listen. And so never fear, because if you missed the show, you can always go back to the YouTube at the Be Inspired Radio Show and still tune in. So you won't miss it. All right. You have several opportunities. It's always up there. You can still tune in. And if you want to call in, you can call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at
443-642-9403.
So now what we're going to do is have Lee Jean talk about the inspiration behind Born a Winner, which all of us was in here bobbing our head, dancing, vibing out. Yeah, it was cool. So what's the inspiration behind that song?
Oh, one night I went to the studio and producer started working on the track.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, am I doing this thing in vain?
Yeah.
Should I just give this up and go get my degrees? And I had one of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then something just hit me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I broke down in tears at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And hence the verses. Like, if I could, you mind if I break it down for you?
Sure, go for it. Yeah.
I'm like looking at my life through an hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I'm moving slow. It feels like it's moving slow, but it's moving so fast.
Mm-hmm.
My mind's messed up. I can't remember faces, and everyone around me think I'm going crazy. And that's how I felt, because people think that I'm crazy for chasing this thing that to a lot of people is just stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Nah.
Mm-hmm.
My belief in God, I'm like, he had to give me this gift for a reason.
Yes.
It's not just to just make songs to my homeboy and bump in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a bigger purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were all born for something great.
Yes.
Then a lot of us, we can't just come here to just eat, sleep, and die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
And at that moment, I'm like, I have to finish this song. I have to keep going, because I was born to win.
Yes.
They say God don't make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And this talent that I know that I have is for something greater than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to keep going.
Yes.
So that's where, the inspiration came from the song, to create the song. And I hope it reach people and they get it and they understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I still put a little turn up vibe to it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it could soak in your system.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And mean something to you.
It's one of those songs I believe is built to uplift. So that turned up beat is like, yeah, all right, I feel better now.
Right.
Yeah, I can conquer the world.
Yeah, you can conquer this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take over. Hey,
that's right. That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All right, so are we gonna do another one? You want to do another one?
Yeah, we
all
got
right. You want to set this one up too? Are we ready for the next song? All right, give us a minute. Give you a minute. All right. So we're gonna see, y'all are getting treated real well on the Be Inspired Radio Show. Y'all getting exclusives on here. All right. So we ready? Okay, cool. So you want to set that one up?
All right, this one right here. Me being a motivational, inspirational artist. This one right here is called "They Don't Know," and we about to shoot a video for that. We're gonna get ready and shoot a video for this one, but this one is "They Don't Know." But you gotta know who you are,
We coming from near collateral, yeah, we coming from far. We burning the system to the ground. Babylon system, it must go. Tell them we're not fighting for vanity, because we have love for humanity. Tell them we're not fighting for cure. I idolize no superstar. Them take away your identity. No, we don't know who we are. We fighting like we are enemy. But the things we can take from this world, we need to eradicate them policies. Stay away from them Pharisees. Them want to lock off the air you breathe, yeah. Little children, follow me. You got to stand up for your right without apology. So me, speak my mind like I am Socrates. I swing the sword against Babylon like Japanese, yeah. Cover me while I'm in the battlefield. I said we rolling in the battlefield. They don't know who we are. We coming from near Collateral, yeah, we coming from far. We burning the system to the ground. Babylon system, it must go down. We killing them silent, now make no sound. So all of my soldiers raise up right now. Them say that it's a concrete jungle. So wherever you roam, you're gonna go. You have to block shots like Matumbo. Wear a vest on your chest and stay humble. Could someone please give me a drum roll? For the people in the ghetto, I stay strong. Because the half haven't been told. Cause the rich I get rich and the poor poor. It's like the politician, them got them eyes closed. Them not see we under pressure but for explode. That's why the youth them pick up the thing and just touch road. And when them bust it off, some of them mother cry out. That's life when you know and now we are out. But to the morgue, you end up in a jailhouse. Lock you down and you can't get bail out. I wish me could have grow wings and just see out. They don't know who we are. We coming from near Collateral, yeah, we coming from far. We burning the system to the ground. Babylon system, it must go down. We killing them silent, now make no sound. So all of my soldiers raise up right now.
That was,
Yeah.
They don't know. That was dope. That's the word, right?
That was dope.
My husband keeps me hip because otherwise I'd be saying that was the bomb.
We can still roll with that.
We can still with the bomb.
That's the bomb.
Yes, that was great. So, do you want to talk a little bit more about the background of it, or I know we set it up already? So,
I mean, they don't know. It's pretty much. It's kind of like a two-way kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost like they don't know
Mm-hmm.
what we can do,
Yeah.
but we have to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we, the people, have the power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so don't feel like this small percentage is controlling you.
Yes.
You know, we got to realize it's more of us than them,
Mhm.
and we got to come together
Yeah.
to change what we don't like,
Mm-hmm.
because it's we, the people.
That is the truth.
You know.
I am thinking about that and thinking about these elections and how much trouble we are in. And that is a prime example of us needing to come together, because we cannot put our country in the hands of bullies and
Exactly.
just business savvy people who know how to fast talk you to get you to like their cause or get on their bandwagon. We need people in office that's gonna really fight for the
Yeah.
people.
Exactly, because they're working for us,
Right.
You know, if it's
Right.
if it's no us, it's no them.
Nope.
But we got to understand that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't let a small, one guy shouldn't be able to come in here and bully us.
Mm-hmm.
All of us in this room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, some of us might have to make a sacrifice. We might lose one or two.
Like, oh no,
But
she shouldn't go down without a fight, though.
Yeah. He shouldn't just come in here and take over all of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We can't let that small percentage
That's
take
true.
control of us. So we
Mhm.
got to take back the control, because they don't know, but we got to know.
Yeah,
You know, we got to know who we are, because they acting like they don't know who we are.
Right.
But we got to realize the power. We have the power.
Mhm.
You know.
There is strength in numbers.
Exactly.
And the unity is what will defeat.
UNITY.
That's the unity. All right, that's the only singing I'm doing on the Be Inspired Radio.
I was about to put you on my next project.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know?
I'll be like,
About to
get a
put you
little
on my next
cameo,
project.
little spot.
You know it. Singing the hook.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute now.
Uh-oh.
I did not do that. Maybe
Making
some vocal
connections.
trainers. Ooh, get it right here. Get a little water. Hit that in the back of my throat.
Get some tea. You know.
Not throat. My throat. Get
Your
it
throat.
hooded in the back of the throat.
Yeah.
Baltimore slang.
I know. And you go somewhere else talking about throat, they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Or Doug.
Doug. You know what? Baltimore, we something. That's all right. We still can come together as one people and make a difference.
Exactly.
Even with our jacked up accent. It's all right. We
It's
still
all
need to
right.
be heard.
We're gonna be all right. In
Yes.
the words of Kendrick.
Right.
So I want, but really, I want your listeners to go out and support, man.
Mhm.
Support good music.
Yeah.
You can find, like I said, you can find me on iTunes, all those streaming markets, all those music markets.
Mhm.
Legion,
Mhm.
Legeion.
Mhm.
Put that in, and you find me.
Mhm.
I'm the only person in the world with Legion.
I'm about to crank that. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna
Support.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, what you listening to? Oh, this is Legion."
Yeah.
And you gotta go. You gotta
Exactly.
go on iTunes. You gotta go on all them. What's all the apps?
The Zoom, Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, it's
that's
on
right.
Amazon Music, Zoom.
Yeah. Are you on Pandora?
I'm on Pandora.
Wow,
Yeah.
you on Pandora?
Dude.
I'm on
That's
Pandora.
that's
That
huge.
for
Big ups
real.
AC.
That's huge. Wow.
That's
Yeah.
big time. You know, you say you on Pandora. People like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Let me type it in.
Spotify. I'm on Spotify.
Yes.
All that.
That is awesome.
So I got a quick question for you. If you could feature, like, do a song with anybody, let's say living, who would that person be?
Right now.
Right now.
I like what Kendrick's doing.
Okay.
And I feel like we would really have some chopping up time in the
Yeah.
studio
Mhm.
and really make something fire.
Right.
Because I feel like we're kind of like on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll link with
That's
Kendrick.
the vibe I get from you,
Yeah.
like a Kendrick holistic type of thing.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to bring the empowerment to your people.
Right.
And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to push that
Right.
onto, he trying to give us our power back.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I feel that a
I'll
lot.
link with Kendrick.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna have to tell my friend Aquila when I go to work, my coworker, she's from Jamaica. I don't know
Okay.
what part. I don't know. Don't get me started. But she is from Jamaica. Well, her family is. Her mom is, and she loves all kinds of music. But she'd be a huge supporter. I'm going to tell her. She
definitely.
might be listening tonight. Well, I'll talk to her tomorrow.
Aquila,
Well,
if
but
you're
I'm gonna
listening,
tell all my friends.
check it out.
If she's not listening, she can go to your page.
Go to the
click
page
on
and hear it all about it.
on the YouTube.
And, Oh, I'm gonna tell her I gave her a
YouTube.
shout out.
Right.
That's right. Yes. So that cranks, you guys. Oh my goodness. We up in here. I can't believe our time is almost done. It's not up
Yeah.
yet. But it's almost. That's because we was having a good time.
Time goes fast when you're having fun.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what other things does Legion like to do? Anything else just for fun? Just like regular? Or
You know what?
when you're trying to chill out and relax?
Man, cook some food with my boys. Because I chop it up in the kitchen too.
For
every now and
real?
then. Cook some food, relax. Well, I enjoy movies.
Mm-hmm.
I love to watch movies. I love to travel. I don't do enough of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I love to travel.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite genre of movies?
Oh man, I love like scientific type of movies.
Like sci-fi.
Yeah, like you know, yeah. I like all that make believe,
aliens.
bigger than life type of movies. But I'm a movie buff. I enjoy everything.
What's the last movie that you watched?
Last movie that I watched.
Last good movie.
Last movie. Period.
You know
Last
what?
movie.
The last movie that I went to go see was Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I took my little brother to the theater to see a cartoon recently. Anime. I forgot what's the name of it, but the last movie that I saw that I really enjoyed was Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really loved that.
Yeah, that one got some
That was
awards and
twisted.
stuff. Yeah.
I was like, it was like twisting plots everywhere.
Yeah, that's a thriller.
Yeah.
That's one of those thrillers.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I was far away from the mic. Okay, so another break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk some more. We're gonna start wrapping up, getting all of Legion's information, where you can find him.
And the other two gentlemen in the room
And the
that
other-
haven't said anything.
We did open up the mic.
It's all about the artist, man.
Right.
That's the behind the counter.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
behind the camera. Right, but still, we need the cameraman's
My
information.
manager too.
These
man.
are they're
Absolutely.
family. All right, wait a minute. All right, so when we come back from the break, we're gonna do that. I want y'all to say something because we've been having some good conversation. All right.
Definitely.
So Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Yep.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. Is that what you was talking about?
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there a lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, "Don't! How dare you? You filthy ass animal! Get the hell out of my house!" It was a problem because it's like clearly you don't remember when I met you. I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all. Because that's a problem for me too. Your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabril just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to adamant, what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Do you have troubled skin, acne? With Proactive, you can heal your acne and help prevent new breakouts. Right now, in this radio area, we're looking for just 50 people with moderate acne to demonstrate exactly how fast Proactive works. The first 50 callers who qualify can try Proactive risk-free for 60 days.
Call 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we have live Mr. Michael Ryder. There we go. And Mr. Steve Yarn. They're doing a partnership based on what was it again? The stories of the Vulcan Blazers. An awesome production that they have coming up. And now the name of it will be called Baltimore Heat. There we go. They were telling us a little bit about they're in the pre-production phase of developing this Baltimore-based production. It seems like a really awesome idea, and I always love for more artistic events to come here, and because it's more of an event because you guys are going to actually use Baltimore as your complete backdrop of the city, and that's very awesome to hear.
Yeah, we want people to fall in love with this project through the visions and the tales we're going to tell about these firefighters, but also we want them to fall in love with the city of Baltimore. Just like they did with Miami Vice and Chicago Fire and NYPD Blue and
Sex in the City,
and all these other places that have the city as a star as much as the artists and the actors are.
And Baltimore has for many years have been the backdrops of many movies. I could think of a few Whoopi Goldberg movies, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies that have always used Baltimore as a scene, not to mention The Wire and Homicide and countless other movies, House of Cards, all these movies and television shows that have always used it, but it was never really about Baltimore. They always included Baltimore in the story or the backdrops or certain historical scenery,
things they absolutely needed to say.
But it never House of Cards actually shoots in Baltimore. But
Completely.
but they're saying that it's Washington D.C.
Right. Yeah.
So they're shooting here and not even giving us credit for the plates we're here.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, y'all. We've been vibing it out on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com with our special guest, Lejon. He's been hanging out with us for the night, and we're going to start wrapping this thing up, but we have been having a phenomenal time. But before we do that, we have Mr. AC Crawford in the building. You can talk to people, tell everybody who you are and who you are to Lejon.
Yes, I'm Lejon's manager of Phase Platinum Production. My name's AC. Actually, I met him through his brother. We was at the gym, and when we was at the gym, he, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know that he even knew that I was in the business. And he said something in the nature of, "Do you deal with music?" And first, I started talking to him more. I said, "Well, I manage, different artists as well. He was trying to support as far as let someone buy his brother's music." I said, "Well, let me check him out because I might can manage him." And then we linked up, but we had talked, and I met up with him, and I listened to his music, and I knew he was a talented brother. He's a talented brother, and I was like, "Wow, man, I can give this man an opportunity because this right here, this is something different that he can bring to the table."
Yes.
But God works in the mysterious ways because it wasn't his time yet. It wasn't his time. That was we're looking at 2 years plus. And after that 2-year break, and we still kept in touch. I still did what I did as far as my entertainment business. And then when we linked up again, it's like, okay, now it's time. And now it's time to serve your purpose.
Yes.
Come on, let's talk. Let's get your stuff out there and let's make it happen. And that's what we've been doing ever since. We've been making it happen. Everybody I pitched to, we went to Vegas. They loved his music in Vegas. They loved his music in Miami. They loved his music in PA. They loved his music in Cali. I mean, I test the water. I reached out to some friends and everybody loved his music. I'm like, oh man. And I was saying to myself, we got something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seriously.
So now we here. But then, and not only that, just like he knows with my business, what I do is my entertainment. We all about positive media. So I told him I can't do any booty shaking stuff, brother. It can't be nothing that is going to contribute to the negativity that has already been fed by our young adults right now.
Yes.
I said, so that's not what I'm about. So he would start laughing like, "No, have you really listened to my lyrics?" I said, "I've listened to it. That's why I'm talking to you."
Yes. You already passed the first test.
I already know, and so I'm starting to listen more, and I'm saying like, wow, this dude is a strong, positive young man. And we politic all the time. We talk spiritually. I'm gonna use the word fellowship. We always fellowship.
Yep.
So that's why I'm very much intrigued by his music and by just his personality, because he got something to bring to the table out there. And he's going to give it to him. I know this is going to be the next, I say Akon or more.
I believe that.
We even talk about even going across the country, to throw it out there, even in Africa.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, and that's the vision that he didn't already presented to me. He said, "Man, I see this." And I'm like, "Brother, I see it too."
Yes.
So we share that same intimate on that level.
I got goosebumps.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad to. Yes, that's real.
So I'm glad that we linked up with a circle that have that inspiration
Mhm.
on that level, and that's what we about.
Yes.
We protect our artists.
Mhm.
From that industry.
Mhm.
The industry is the adversary in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So we try to bring him, keep him away from that,
Mhm.
so he can express his music and he can do what he need to do with control
Mhm.
as well. So that's what I'm about.
Mhm.
So, and I see that he's into the same thing. So that's our chemistry.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. We're listening to the music. We like, this is it. This is real. The lyrics, the message, the music, the beats. it all works together.
Right. Appreciate that.
Yes.
You gotta listen, man. I'm telling you serious, and I'm gonna give it back to him because I don't talk much, but they gotta listen.
Yes.
Just listen to what his brother got to say, and I'm trying to tell you, you will love it.
Yes.
You'll fall in love with him. You know, I fell in love with the man like he's my little brother. You know, because like I said before, he's serving a purpose, and I'm with him to help deliver that purpose.
All right. So real quick,
no doubt, much love,
let folks know how to reach you, your music, all that good stuff in about like 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. YouTube.com/LEGEION music. So LEGEION MUSIC. That's the YouTube. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter. It's I am Legion. I am LEGEION. Instagram LEGEION. Facebook LEGEION. Legion. So everything Legion.
You can't go wrong with that.
Google.
Yes.
And you see some things pop up. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. And support the music. It's on the EP's on iTunes right now. Born a Winner. Yeah.
Crank that.
Please.
All right, y'all. That's it for the Be Inspired Radio Show. Only on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
our co-host Jabril Morris.
All right, we're gonna see y'all next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool!